That's not really the question, but it's, guys, if you are doing things just so you can get things, and this is not in the picture. Self-sacrificing love is what we're supposed to have. A man is to do whatever it costs to show his wife that he loves her at every cost to himself. Your wife is to come above every other relationship but God. One of the big things that wives say about their husbands is their buddies are more closer to them than the wife is. They're buds. Okay? And the guys, I hear also that their girlfriends, the wife's girlfriends are closer to her and they get more attention. But our relationship, men, we're just talking to you guys, men, if your friends are more important to you, and this happens more in the early marriage of a young couple, because why? The guy's got all his buddies, he got all of his friends, girls got all of her friends, and they still function that way when they get married. Your friends are gone when you get married. Doesn't mean you can't have them, but they will never take the place of the spouse ever. And guys are notorious for that. Well, I'm going to go out, I'm going to go do some mudding with my buddies. We're going to go do some hunting and we'll be back. I don't know when. But we were going out. Yeah, but they called. I mean, there's deer season open this morning. But you said you were going to do this for me. Yeah, I'll get to it. Get your sorry blue jean butt back in the house and fulfill the commitment to your wife. She comes before everything. Everything. God's love is directional. Our love is supposed to be directional. It gives direction. A man is to take the spiritual leadership in the family. It's not the wife's place or the church's place to raise your children for Christ. Ever. And it's not the wife's place to do it. I have many husbands that sat in my office and they said, well, she does a good job. She knows more about the Bible than I do. So I just let her take care. She prays for the kids. She takes them to Sunday school and everything else. What are you doing? I'm out working on my truck. I don't know why everything's Southern, but it is. Okay? But it's, who does the most work in churches? In this one, it's a close 50-50 to a point. But in most churches, it's mostly women. Who are the most faithful? Women. You know why? Because, gentlemen, here's a big word. I'm going to put it over here. How do you spell mirror? M-I-R-R. Mirror. They're a mirror. They will give back to you the very love that you give to them. What you pour onto them in affection, in commitment, in provision, in everything, they will mirror it right back to you. It's the same thing. How Christ loves the church. When Christ pours his love on the church, what does the church do? Reflects it right back to him and gives him glory. Why does it say that the woman is the glory of man? Because why? When the man showers the woman with love, it reflects right back on him. And who gets the spotlight? Well, Jesus does, but let's look at it also. The men, because why? There's other people going, men and women are going, you guys got a great marriage. What are you doing? Why? Because she reflects it back to you. Gentlemen, that's what it's about. When we love her as Christ loved with a pure heart, she reflects everything right back to us. And ultimately, it goes right to Jesus. And they see him. Because why? You're loving God. Okay? She's loving God. And what's happening? He's getting the glory. Is that making sense? That's what it's supposed to be, gentlemen. So I say this with great love. Get off your sorry blue jean butts and start loving God and loving your wife the way you're supposed to. And you will have the marriage that you want. But if you're not going to be doing that and you're not going to communicate with her and you're not going to love her, you're not going to honor her, you're not going to be sacrificial for her, and but you think you are, okay? You don't love her if you love her as your own body. You wash her in the Word. You nourish her. You cherish her. You leave and cleave. You don't embitter her. You live with her with understanding. You love her unconditionally, and you honor her and give her dignity. My gosh! Every other guy in the church is going to be jealous. Gentlemen, the beauty of it is that we show Christ. The marriage is a picture on earth of the love of God for his people. I'm going to tell you a story of a real quick, and I'm going to close on this. Actually, we're only going to be about 5 minutes over, if that. This is one of the lines I hear from men. I give her what she wants. What is my next question? What does she want? Well, I bring home a paycheck. I'm nice to her. We go on a vacation. She got a little spending money. So what more? It's like this. It's the same principle. You have kids, and I hear parents say this. I give them what they want. They got iPhones. They got computers. They got a car. They got this. They got that. Or they got a roof over their head. I give them Burger King. What do you want? I'm not trying to be funny, but it's true. It's not this. Many times we give our wives, and we'll use children also, okay, what they want, but we don't give them what they need. Here's the story. I was told this story, and I actually know the family. The daughter was visiting the grandma's house. It's a true story. And the grandma was the mother of the daughter of the mother of this young girl's mom. Okay. And so they were just sitting talking about different things, and they were talking about stuff. And so the granddaughter was sitting sitting on the floor next to to the grandma. The grandma was in a chair, and she put her head on the grandma's knee, and the grandma just started, baby, come here for a second. Here. I just want to show you so you understand. I'm not going to make you kneel, okay? All right. But the grandma just started doing this. Girls do that. Guys don't do that. Don't ever do that. Okay? But the grandma was just doing this to the granddaughter. Okay? And she's just doing, rubbing her hair. And they were talking, and the granddaughter, thank you, baby. The granddaughter looked up, and tears were running down her face. And she goes, sweetheart, what's the matter? And she goes, I've always wanted my mom to do that to me, but she never did. She doesn't have time. And the granddaughter was like in her early 20s. And the grandma said, I'm sorry, darling. I'll do it for you anytime. And so the granddaughter just put her head on her knee, and and the grandma just stood there and just kept doing this. And just rubbing her, and did it for like a couple of hours. Almost put the granddaughter to sleep. Gentlemen, we may give them what you think they want, but you may not be giving them what they need. It just takes a little attention. You're not going to be perfect at it. Guys, we're not perfect at this stuff. And I'm sounding pretty hard tonight, but I want to be a little hard because we need a wake-up call. I'm talking to myself as well. I'm not perfect. But, gentlemen, you want this, then you got to do these. But this is what you've got to do. Love her as Christ loved the church. Honor her. Love her unconditionally. Make her understand that she's number one. You understand what I mean by that? And don't go, well, Christ is supposed to be number one. Get over that stuff. Of course he is. Okay? But make her think she's, and not think, make her know that she's number one. Live with her in understanding. Okay? Don't embitter her. Cherish her. Nourish her. Because let me tell you something. There'll be a day where she may not be there. God may take her home. As I say to the women, God may take them home. And you don't want to have any regrets when that happens. Wash her in the Word. Pray with her. Even if guys are notorious for this. Well, I don't pray out loud. Start. Well, how can I learn to pray out loud? Do it. I'm scared. Get over it. I will show no mercy on that. You know why? Because I got to do that myself. It's called John Wayne Ministry. Okay? Love her as you love your own body. Okay? It doesn't always show that we love our own bodies. Okay? All right? But love her that way. You know what that means? It means take care of her like you take care of yourself. You feed it. You nourish it. It says it in the Word. Love her that way. Love her sacrificially. It means expend yourself for her and let her know that you're doing that. Unconditionally. And ultimately, you love her as Christ. Okay? Next week, number 5. All right? Thank you for your patience and for loving me. All right? Lord, thank you